on your live stream. You are live. Welcome back, listeners, to Midnight Alley. All right,
We
guys.
know it's been 37 weeks, but we apologize.
We know you've all stopped listening, and no one is here. Not even our wives or girlfriends.
Really? Got shit to do.
Ooh, I'm getting a little.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that was a thing.
Did I
we just experienced?
Did I robot out?
You
Oh,
robot
yeah.
out.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
I was getting a little stuff on my side too, like my music was skipping. Like, what's going on here, man? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. All right,
It's just your computer's way of saying welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, I haven't done anything in a while. I'm tired.
Yeah, there's robot, and then there's whatever the fuck I was doing right now.
Okay.
That's
Let me try something real quick, guys.
that's what we like to call in the biz Decepticon.
I am Optimus Prime.
Oh, I hate you.
I'm fine now. Let's see what happens if I start moving around again. I'm probably gonna have to restart this. I don't know why. Like, I've got 5G plugged directly into my computer. What the fuck the problem is here? Spotted ox.
Well, you be careful with that 5G. That's how the government gonna
How to fry
control
your brains. All right. How am I now? Are we good?
So far.
Yeah. I mean, you've been pretty clear this whole time.
Except for when I'm a robot.
Yeah, except for when you're a robot.
Robots are cool, except for when it's your DM. All right, so let's see. Where do we leave off? Let me open my notes. Let's see if I can crash the computer by opening my notes real quick. So, last session, I love this new thing that I've got going on here. It makes my life so much easier. All right. So last session, we left off, I think, Steve, Lucian, and Rose were actually in the main hall there, right? In the what the hell you call it? The courthouse, I guess.
Close enough.
Okay, cool. But Steve.
Yeah, you were talking with Barb Zilland.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys were there, and the rest. Yeah, okay. You know what? We're just gonna open up at the Mons. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me if you guys can hear this
I'm
time.
gonna be honest, I don't remember what was last happening at the Monts.
So at the Mons, you guys, well, this is going to be the next day, but the night before they took Vea and Rad to the courthouse, or to arrested them essentially. Lucian and Rose went in the next day to go check shit out. Baby Kovanen is kind of like sad because his friends got arrested. And it's the next morning, and I don't think you two have actually really done anything yet. Could be wrong there.
No, we went out to do the lady's task to do grocery shopping for her.
Oh, that's right. You guys were out.
I have a lot of notes from last session. Plenty of things happened.
All right, cool. Let's go over those then. Let's go. Share. Sunny and Share.
Okay. So, Rose and Lucian had just dropped Kovanen off at the manse because they went on a walk with him the previous session to help him clear his head. Rose is apparently expecting a family reunion, and then when they get there, when you know it, there is one. It's like a big party, like one of those big old weddings. In some secret other scene, Eli makes a wisdom saving throw for an unknown reason.
And fails.
Probably. Back at the manse, Voss, me, air quotes, waits up for Kovanen to walk back in. He's able to convince him to stay up late and talk about his life and why his memory is so weird right now. So they go to the study. Kovanen is clearly, young Kovanen is clearly disturbed by it. They talk about dreams a little bit. Kovanen has dreamed about this door, it would seem. Voss tells him that he has had the same sort of dream before. Kovanen opens the door. Gets a little bit weirded out when he opens the secret bookcase, leading the staircase down into the basement. And he's like, hey, well, this is where my dream ends. And Voss, ever so cleverly, was like, actually, I think this is where it begins. Kovanen goes down. Voss falls asleep in the chair. And then wakes up in the next morning. Lucian's somewhere with Zamra in their room in the Chalice Center. Zamra's like, my god, I can't do this anymore. But I don't want you to leave. You can't miss important moments. But my god, there's demons and eldritch shit everywhere. This is not good for a kid. We gotta do something. Rose and Loki have breakfast at Chalice Center, where Loki is reading the newspaper about the previous night's events, stating that Rad and Vaya were arrested and that Sir Robert Pennyhue, gasp, has spoken on their behalf and will be posting bail. That's weird. Loki says he knows that guy. Zelsi wakes up, stares at the ceiling for a while. Voss goes into the key. That's the next important note. Speaking with the lady about young Kovanen. She tells him that young Kovanen's little cycle is a little out of order this time. Things are moving too quickly and are terribly out of sync. And he might like catch up to Voss's place in the line too quickly or something like that. She says that Radnor is a horrible influence on Kovanen and that Vaya is kind of messing things up. Lucian, Rose, Lucky, go. They meet with Felt. They talk about Carlisle not being dead. Lucky gives him some information about, yeah, he could be alive. You know, he didn't actually see the body, but it was a pretty good fight he was in. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. Pennyhue, he's an occultist and a Zendricologist who suspiciously made it out the safest from the entire attack ordeal. What a suspicious figure. So many coincidences. Zazie / Aaron speaks to the lady, gets the illusion spell so she can exist in the manse. It's not actually an illusion. She's able to do changeling things for the purposes of blending in to the manse house. Oh, gee, what else? Phil lives above a flower shop? I think it sounded like we were supposed to know that. I didn't know that. I don't know. Lucian can tell that Felt teleported from a portal back into his home. Felt's like, hey, Lucian, just drop it, okay? Just not here, not now. Don't talk about my portals.
Don't talk about my portals.
Don't talk about his portals, man. Leave it alone. Rose, I have a bullet here point here that says Rode just unloads info on him about everything that happened the previous night and who was involved and what it was related to. Felt's like, well, I didn't really ask, but wow, okay. and they go meet Barb. And also, Sir Pennyhue is in the same lobby and makes eye contact with Lucian. And then Zazie and Voskovanen are going back to the manse after going on a mundane shopping trip the lady sent them on, where they went to a cute Amish adjacent store from the Eldine Reaches that everybody just calls the Eldine Reaches store. They talk about the previous night's events, how it wasn't the reunion with Vaya that Zazie had hoped for. And then, when we're close to the manse, they see a carriage come wheeling around the corner, speeding ahead of them into the manse driveway. And that's the note we end on. What does that mean?
I
Wait.
don't fucking know.
Wait, Lucian? No, you two, actually, yeah. All right, cool. All right. Lucian. Rose. Felt.
Yes.
Barbara's Island. Vaya. Are all inside of a carriage, pulling into the driveway of the manse.
Rose knows that? Rose isn't there.
No, Rose is with Lucian in the courts.
Yep.
True.
Rose and Lucian are together.
Ah, man, I fucked up.
And Zazie
I'm reading my.
and Kovaner.
I jumped ahead. I jumped ahead. Hold on, I was reading my notes. Sorry guys, I'm a little behind here. All right, you guys are at. Oh man, I just fucked up.
Who's in a taxi? Barb's Island's in a taxi?
No. Yes. No. Okay. So I can't recover from that. I can't recover
Okay,
from
we
that.
got the wires crossed. We got the wires crossed.
I jumped a scene.
You didn't jump a scene, you've got to smash two scenes together.
All right.
And take one again.
Action.
Or take two. That's what it's called.
All right.
Scene one, take two.
So, Lucian, Rose,
Yeah.
Felt are in
Mhm.
the main hall. You see Barbara and Vaya leaving. Dr. Penhue has had a quick conversation with Vaya and Barbara and signed a couple of things, and you see them passing from like the side area. So you know the main desk where you guys were, and there's a couple of like, you know, for lack of a better word, cubicles where you saw them sitting before filling out some paperwork. It's like they're at the bank, and you know the banker's like, "Come over here," you know, and you sit down. It's like really uncomfortable, and they're like talking to you about all of these different options, and you're like, "I don't even really have that much
And
money,"
the
so.
banker,
Yeah.
the banker keeps putting his hand on my knee, and I'm like, no, dude.
Well, I mean,
The waiter.
And it's gone.
Anyway.
The interest rate to 1.5. I mean,
you see them leaving.
Are they leaving now? Okay.
Yeah, they're just leaving the main entrance.
Well. Guess that answers that question. Do we follow?
Yes, maybe. Why? Why? Do we have to?
Well, that answers the question that if he's working through an auditor or not.
Yeah, I'd like to see where this ends up. Give me just a minute. Felt kind of
Alright.
walks off and walks over to the area where Penhue is still seated, and you see him, you know, strike up a conversation with him. Penhue's seated, and you're like, you know, Felt standing over him, kind of just like leaning over the edge of the little wall. They're talking. They're nodding heads. They're both, amicably having conversations. And he just nods his head and walks back over. All right. Apparently they're heading back to Rogari Mons.
Hmm. Do we know a faster way in the taxi system?
I mean, it's like a 20-minute walk. It's probably not that big of a deal for that far behind him. I mean, unless Lucian drove. I don't know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been able to procure my my magicycles yet. Either one of them. They're being held hostage.
I'm fine walking. Whatever you guys want to do is fine too. I don't care.
I mean, I guess we can walk. I mean, we really have no other choice, honestly.
We could
Yeah,
probably hail a
I was
cabbage.
kind of hoping to get there before
Could hail a cabbage.
all of this. Helped.
Carriage.
Cabbage?
Whatever.
Yeah, I think you're getting your fairy tales confused.
Yeah.
I think.
Pumpkin.
Oh,
Okay.
I think.
Just heard something yell turds.
Yeah. I don't know who's back around there.
That was
Eh,
me.
just the rebel.
All right.
Let's get back to the manse, I guess. Before somebody sets something on fire.
It only happened one time.
You guys
This time I'm not worried about you.
remember the
Thankfully.
Huh. All right. Well, Felt nods and just starts walking out the door.
Follow.
All right, back at the Mons. Now, the two of you see a carriage pass you heading into the gate of the Mons. What do you do?
Do we recognize the carriage?
Roll perception or history.
10.
19.
19.
History. 10 perception. You see there are people seated inside it behind some kind of like a little bit of like a sheer piece of fabric. But can't tell who's behind it. And Zazie, you can tell with your 19 that you've seen these are they're like a municipal use carriage. It has the livery
you
of
Cut out?
Hmm? What's
You
that?
cut out?
Can you guys hear me now?
Zazie has what? Yes. Zazie has what? Sees
You
what?
you would be able to recognize that this is it has the livery of House Weinarn, you know, the kingdom on it. It's a government vehicle.
Oh, lovely.
You also see that walking down the main staircase is Baby Vonnen.
Fine, we should get in there and help him. That's government carriage.
Yeah, okay, absolutely. I'll pick up the pace. And start heading down the driveway.
Okay. All right. So, as you approach the main entrance of the Mons, you see it pull up. You can kind of hear the grit being crushed under the wheels as it slowly pulls up to the front. You guys are not that far behind. And the side door opens. The familiar figure of Barbara Zyland hops down. So Barbara pops out, and behind her is Vea.
Barb Zyland is a field agent?
No, she works in the courts.
Not really. She was,
Oh,
at
sorry.
least when I went through, that she was just desk work.
Yeah, she just looks out of her element. Anyway, come on.
My bad. Yeah, so as you guys approach, Kovanen is walking around the outside. You can see him talking to Barbara. He's nodding his head, and he's kind of like crouching down because she's a gnome and small. And she holds out a clipboard, essentially, points at a couple of spots, and he signs off on it and nods his head. And, as you approach, Barbara's getting back in, and Vea is walking over next to Kovanen, standing pretty close to him. She looks a little upset, but still probably relieved would be the best way to explain it. Barbara sees you two coming up and doesn't recognize you, and then gets back into the carriage and pulls away.
Fair enough. Well, I'll walk up right in front of the stairs or the porch or wherever they're standing. Watch the carriage pull away. And turn to look to Vea, Kovanen. Like, good afternoon.
Vea's silent, kind of looking around.
Erin will take the groceries and take them inside. She is now back to pretending to be a maid. But as soon as she gets inside and sets the stuff down, she's gonna peek out the window, and keep an eye on things.
Like watching through a like a lifted Venetian blind.
Exactly.
So Voss, Kovanen has the like, I guess, receipt. What's it, the pink slip from the exchange, in one hand. Probably just a copy, actually, that is also signed by Barbara. And Vea is looking at you kind of, quizzically, appraisingly a little bit. And Kovanen, reaches
Just
over and
standing there like I belong there.
yeah, grabs her hand, and it's like, all right, let's go inside. I think after your evening last night, you probably could use some rest. Voss, please join me in the parlor, please. I'll be there in, I don't know, a few minutes.
Sure. Vea, do you need anything?
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you for asking, though. And she reaches out to shake your hand. It's good to see you again.
You appear well. I'm glad.
I am much better now.
No doubt.
And she, holding his hand, walks back up the steps into the house.
Did she grab his hand, like, to lead him into the house and pull him inside with her? Or did they, like, instinctively reach for each other's hand?
I think she reached over to grab his hand when they were just standing there, and he walked her into the house. I would say that was.
Did it seem romantic?
Roll insight. Where is it? Did you roll insight?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you ask if you can hear me.
Yeah.
If I can hear
Did you roll insight?
I assume you're asking for an insight roll because it would be appropriate, but I haven't heard you say the word insight.
Ooh, that is exactly what I'm doing. Roll
You
insight.
guys aren't hearing each other.
I can hear him.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I can hear him. So wait,
Oh.
Steve, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. For some reason, Kavanen can't hear me. I'm gonna log out and back in real quick.
I heard you ask Steve if he could hear you.
All right. Let's see if this is any better. I'm back.
You're back.
Cool.
At least
Are
we can
you
hear you now.
alive though?
Yeah. Right. Can you roll insight, please, Kavanen?
I would love to.
Thanks.
An 8.
An 8.
Unless I get advantage.
You do get
because
advantage.
I know Baby Kovanen so well.
You do get advantage. Oh, nat 20. I guess the best way that I can explain it is it seems very much like you and Zazie were in the beginning. Not really romantic
Scoundrel.
yet, but potential.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll go inside with them. Stand around if they need to, just off to the side if they need to have a moment together or whatever. And then I'll hang out near the parlor
Yeah.
since he said he wanted to meet.
Did go ahead.
Zazie, did you mind link?
They were mind linked on the motorcycle so that they could actually talk.
Oh, that's true. Okay, fair enough. I don't have anything to say. I was just wondering.
You still there? Yep. All right.
Zazie will scurry back into the kitchen before anybody can come in and catch her peeking. And
Yeah.
she'll whip up some coffee, you know? She'll whip up some coffee, put it on a tray with some creamer and some, like, a bowl of whipped cream and sweet treats. She's gonna butter Vea up.
Yeah, it's Lady Crow's day off. You know, she gave you guys, well, not she, but you know the lady, the actual lady gave you guys some chores to do. You know, so you could take care of what she would have been doing today. She's out for some reason or another.
Good for her.
She's hanging out with Al.
Oh, Zazie's also going to put the groceries away. Because that was the main big thing they were supposed to do.
All right. So he's going to be upstairs for probably a while, you know, doing whatever it is that they're trying to take care of. But Lucine and Rose, you guys would probably be getting back at about this time.
I'm assuming the
Probably
words after B would be arriving at some point.
Yeah,
soon.
man. I don't know what's going on with my connection tonight.
Tonight's gonna be a interesting night, dude.
Windows Explorer is what you use to open. Sorry, File Explorer. Alt tab doesn't work. Oh, you gave me a
think-
virus.
I think Bo is running on Windows Explorer though.
Oh, y'all came back. Okay.
I'm definitely not
Internet
running on Windows Explorer. I don't.
Yes,
So
Internet Explorer. That's the funny
So-
one.
Definitely not
you
using
know,
that. It was just
it's weird because I
No,
don't
but
actually
when
have
Bo is.
a system wigging out.
this computer doesn't have a Wi-Fi port. Not
Oh,
Wi-Fi. I mean, not
that's
Wi-Fi, but
exciting.
a like an actual like
Did you
Ethernet
say
cable,
Wi-Fi?
like an Ethernet cable port.
Are you using a desktop?
No, I'm using a laptop, but it doesn't have an Ethernet cable port. So I have to use a converter to put it in through the US.
Everybody.
It shouldn't need a Wi-Fi port.
This is
I
live
mailed-
TV for you.
I mailed you a hard cable that was like 100 feet long.
Yeah, exactly. But it won't plug in. There's nowhere to plug it into the
I
the
forgot you
laptop.
said that.
You shouldn't need one. I ordered it on the internet. I sent it to your door.
No, I have the internet.
That's
I'm trying to
that's
hardwire it
so
in.
funny.
Otherwise, I'd be using Wi-Fi.
Unless he's using the word Wi-Fi to mean internet. Like
That's what I meant. Not
Yes.
Wi-Fi. Ethernet cable. Can you guys hear me at all?
I mean, I've seen worse
I just
things.
got that new fiber Wi-Fi.
Can you guys hear me?
Now
Yes.
we can.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Did you hear us making fun of you?
Oh, the whole time.
Oh,
No, what I was
So
saying
yes,
is,
we were making fun of you.
so you gave me the Ethernet cable, but I don't have a place to plug it into the computer.
Do you have like a newfangled laptop that's so thin it doesn't have an Ethernet port?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's freaking stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get yourself a desktop, man.
Yeah, that's the next move, for sure.
Desktop tower. If you're talking, I can hear you.
I'm not talking.
Oh, okay. Had to ask.
I got a new desktop tower that I'm super proud of.
But anyway, you guys are back.
Yeah, it's a gaming PC now.
Right
What are
now,
its
I'm
specs, bro?
Good question. I will look those up for you.
I'm thinking about the time when Waffle sent me a chapstick.
Mm-hmm. I did that.
That was really funny.
You had to bite it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys can continue.
Do,
You're all
do.
there.
No.
Do 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 do.
Mana.
Can you hear me?
Do, 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 do,
Can you
do,
guys hear
do,
me?
do, do.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you back now? Like,
I don't know. I've
Permanent.
been back. I'm just waiting for you guys to do stuff.
we don't know
Uh,
what we're
We
doing.
don't know what to do, man.
You're there.
The last thing you said is Rose and Lucian. That's all we heard.
Yeah.
Okay, I said that you
Rose
guys
and
are.
Lucian, you,
You're there.
and then that was it.
You're there. You're back.
And as you know, we've been waiting for you to like get a good connection. So we haven't heard you
Yeah,
ask.
I don't
a second
know.
time.
I can't believe this fucking thing doesn't have a place to plug in an Ethernet cable. It just makes me angry. Anyway, but yeah, Lucian, you're back.
Some of our laptops at work don't have USB ports. It's so stupid.
All right. So go ahead and do stuff. I'm good, I think.
Okay, so the last thing we heard was the words Rose and Lucian.
Are back. Can you hear that?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes.
Yeah, now we
know.
can.
All right, I've
So
said that like
back
five.
at the manse, I am assuming.
Yeah. I've said that like 5 times, but I guess you guys can't
Okay.
hear me.
We have not heard it.
I can hear you guys all just fine.
Not really.
It's unfortunate.
I mean, what's the protocol here? Do we just knock? I mean, we used to live here. Lucian? Eberron to Lucian. You're the one that's supposed to know these things. Fine, I'm just knocking. And Rose knocks on the door.
Nice.
Well, yeah, we're back.
Oh, now Steve's roboting.
Aaron will go to the door and open it. Hello, welcome to. Oh. Hi.
I don't think Steve's here.
Yeah, I heard somebody in the
Oh.
background.
Yeah.
Hey. Felt walks up.
Hello.
Also Voss Kovanen, because as we can see, he's standing in the lobby, hanging out near the parlor for Kovanen to come down.
Alright.
Hello,
You
is
guys
there something we can help you with?
Yeah,
Do you have an appointment?
we were hoping to talk to you specifically, Voss. Rose is giving Aaron, because Rose doesn't know Aaron is Ozzy. Just kind of this, like, I'm not sure what to make of you look.
Well, my schedule is open. Please, step inside.
My schedule is open.
Alright. Aaron will send to Kovanen to Voss. I'm gonna go take care of things. You got this?
I mean, I think I can handle these two of all people. Sure. I'll let you know if they
Okay.
say anything.
I don't think Rose knows yet about the disguise.
Oh, yeah, I guess not.
That's
Okay,
really funny.
We'll talk later.
And Zazie, Erin, she's got the tray in her hands. She curtsies to the newcomers as well as she can, and then she'll just hurry off up the stairs.
Goodbye. Nice seeing you again.
No
Oh,
reaction.
yeah. Yeah, you were here yesterday, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Still, wanting to find a
Okay,
way
what do you guys
into
want?
that
Come on in.
garage.
Hurry up.
Is there I guess, Veya's back and followed.
Why are the stables locked?
So people don't steal your magicycles.
Why can't I unlock them?
Because you don't have the key.
Well, where is the key?
I mean, I have it. Do you want your magicycles?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
All right. Yeah. Walk towards the stables.
We'll walk and talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk with them to the stables so Lucian can greet his magicycle again.
Also, let's be honest. It would probably be easier to talk in the stables as well. Unless, of course, Sprocket is there. Is Sprocket locked in? That is his room, after all.
He ran off down the street ahead of Yulia some days ago when we got here. I haven't seen him or heard him.
Hmm.
I mean, we fetched this magicycle.
Bless you.
Without
Random
incident.
strange horse.
All right.
Oh yeah, he'll unlock the other door to the stables, throw the doors open, and gosh, there she sits. So what's so important that we need to be out of the manse to talk about it? Is about Vaya and Rad, something like that?
Yeah, actually. Pinhere's the one who posted their bail, or at least Vaya's.
Which one's he? Who's that?
He was crap. He was the somethinologist.
One of the guys we sort of.
I threatened him.
Oh no, actually, I don't know that name. I wasn't there
Did we
when you
not tell you
interrogated him. That was Eli.
Did I not tell you about my threatening him?
Don't think so.
Yeah.
So you threatened him, and he's a somethingologist.
Mm-hmm.
Pinhue was one of the three that was accompanying Carlisle.
Ah, okay. So he's like wrapped up in it pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So he, Jackie, and whatever the other guy's name is.
How does he know Vaya? And why isn't Rad out? They got arrested here at the same time last night. For presumably the same things.
Mm. She could have given him over or something. Who knows?
He might have taken the fall for himself. He what's the word? Styles himself as something of a rather polite gentleman. He might have worked to get her off the hook. If Penny had to post her bail, she's still in trouble for something. I don't know.
Yeah. Is there a time that I can swing by, maybe ask her a couple of questions? I mean, the other option is I can return to the court and check in on Radner myself. See if I can get a conversation with him.
Or I can get him to talk.
Yeah. I'm gonna let his former bully talk to him. No.
We're a bully. We had like 2 conversations with that guy.
Right.
Anyway, I think it'd probably be helpful to go speak to him. Vaya probably won't just sit down for a conversation with you anytime soon. I don't know where that will, but I think it's a safe assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Kovanen wants to talk. Baby Kovanen. No, he's not young Kovanen. You know, my Kovanen wants to talk to me soon, so I gotta go make myself available here in a few minutes. You know where everything is.
Yeah.
Oh, if you need anything, just ask the new servant, Aaron.
All right.
Rose tilts her head to the side.
You met her at the door. Okay.
I'm assuming that's...
Boss turns around to walk back in the house.
And I'm not... Okay.
And I start the big magicycle.
So Rose, Felt looks over at you, and he seems to be... He's like nodding, like holding up a finger. Okay. Yeah, I'll let her know. He nods. Okay. Hey, Rose. Durin wants us to join him at the museum.
Well, busy day for me, apparently. Sure. Here. 2 seconds, and Rose will send via message to the retreating boss. I guess if AS says anything about Pinhue, note it down.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. Are you just gonna go for a drive, or can I catch a lift, Lucian? You're also welcome
Of
to
course,
join us.
I can drive you, and I mean, I've got nothing to do for the rest of the day. I'm sure I can join you.
You won't have to stay for long. I'm pretty sure you want to terrorize the city a little bit.
I do miss having the wind in my hair. I can't lie. But no, I'll probably hang around for a bit.
Okay. And Rose will lead the way. I mean, it's all of like what, 500 feet?
Yeah, it's like right around the corner. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, here we are.
Thanks for the lift.
All right, here we are. Oh, that's
Taking a drink of water. Ambrose will thank Lucian, obviously.
He has like a lost puppy look in his eyes.
Lucian.
You're welcome to go, or do you want to stay?
I thought I was invited.
You are invited. Then I did park the goddamn motorcycle and come on.
It parks.
Find a place to park it, like where you're not going to get students tripping over it.
I mean, if they're gonna trip over this big thing, they deserve to trip over it. Honestly, let's be honest.
Do you know how many students I've seen trip over their own 2 feet trying to read and walk at the same time?
Do you see the
How many-
size of this thing?
Are you
Exactly
driving the big
my
one?
point.
Yeah.
Do you know how many students I've had to catch tumbling down the stairs while I
I
was
feel
shuffling
like-
books around?
I feel like honestly, if they can't keep their eyes on, on their destination, and they're, looking down at, at books or whatever, item they might be holding in their hand, and can't have the decency to look up as they're walking, they deserve what's coming to them.
All right. Lucian, you hear the sound
Mhm.
of a low tone. Ding. Hello, Lucian. This is Raul, communications officer. You can respond to this message.
Yes.
Hi, Lucian. This is Raul, the communications officer. I'm reaching out to you on behalf of Zamra. She would like you to return to the Chalice Center immediately. You can respond to this message.
Yes. All right. I'm on my way. Well, so much for sticking around.
All right. I'm guessing duty calls.
In more ways than one.
Good luck, okay?
Thanks.
I'll tell you if there's anything I've gathered here. If I can make heads or tails of it, at least. So,
Right. Well, good luck.
same to you. Stay safe.
May the force be with you. And I just take off.
Because he can do force damage, get it?
All right, Rose. When you get inside,
Alright.
you go through the back entrance, down the stairwell, into the museum. Durin is there, flipping through some pages.
He said he had any information or something I needed to see.
Oh, yeah. You want to have a seat? He gestures to one of the chairs at the end of his desk. Felt sits down with him.
You told me to take a seat. That's fine, right? She'll sit down.
Yeah, well, last time you guys were here, you were asking me about some of the stuff about the houses and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found a couple things. This is actually was for you. Found it in some of the old papers here on the desk. I guess Grimvor must have forgot to give it to you or something. And
Huh.
it's an envelope that's clearly been torn open. There's a folded paper inside.
Right. I guess. Guess I need to read it then, huh? And she'll take it. Skim over it or.
I
read it.
would say I didn't read it, so. And inside it is an invitation to meet the organizers for a group called the Sons of Sybaris. It has an address. It is in the it is at the Church of the Silver Flame. It was sent to you, I guess before you guys left, however long ago that is. It would have been right around the time where you guys had left the city last time.
We're making our way to Sharn.
Yeah, it looks as though it had been addressed to you, but sent here, and Grimvor or someone has opened it and then stashed it on a pile of letters or notes and, stack of mess on the edge of Grimvor's messy desk.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
No. You do not.
Dad, it was Captain Block.
Yeah,
I
I guess
late is better than never.
so. I haven't really found out too much, but the 12 is getting involved with all sorts of things. So I'm sure
Yeah.
I can dig in there.
You're not familiar with this organization?
Sons of Sybaris, is that what it says? You mind
Yeah.
if I take it? Take
Go
a look.
ahead. She'll pass it back over.
He takes a look at it. Well, I mean the insignia looks kind of like a mixture of the Silver Flame and the 12. So, it could be something like that. As far as I know, I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I can look into it.
I mean, given that everything is probably related, this part I can probably handle mostly fine on my own. Maybe even completely fine. If I have to look into a book, we're going to be here forever. You're better suited for that. So, besides, it could be a good opportunity. Let Fairhaven alone for 3, 4 months by this point. God, it's been a long year already. So, let me get that information down and I'll head back over to the church. I want to go check in with Block myself anyway. See how he's holding up, how some of the new recruits are doing. Know some of his. If the invitation still stands, then wish me luck, I guess.
He just nods. All right, be careful.
Yeah.
Come on back here this evening. I think we have a couple things to go over.
Yeah, I'll check in. So. Darren, Felt? And she'll give them both a salute for standing back up. Real quick, before I take off with that, go ahead and make a copy if you need a reference or if there's anything
Oh no, I got
you
it.
need out of it.
He like taps the side of his head. I got it up here.
Better than I am. I'll check in this evening. I'll meet up here hour after sunset, I guess.
I mean, maybe not that late.
Huh.
I plan on spending some time. I don't know. Sightseeing a bit this evening.
Is this your first time in Fairhaven?
It is. Yeah, we had I ended up bumping into what's her name upstairs, the scary lady. Anyway, he just
Katara?
Yeah, she got back from somewhere. Anyway, she was going to show me someplace down by the water called the Water Barrel. I don't know. Sounds good enough.
Alright.
She said it seemed like it was my speed.
Yeah, might. I'll check in on you when I can. Hopefully this won't take me too long. I'll be back before you know it.
All right.
And she grins and heads out the door, heading to the church.
All right. Back to the mods.
Back to the mods. I think Aaron Zazie had asked where Vea was right now. What she was doing. What was up to?
Yes, I did.
All right. So, she went upstairs. Kovanen took her to his room to rest for a while. I'm sure that's not where she'll be permanently located, but for now. Kovanen comes back downstairs, and where does he find Voss?
Where he had asked Voss to talk to him
Sweet.
in the parlor.
All right. Well, he comes back down to the parlor.
I'm just, I don't know, arranging some stuff on the table. It's already cleaned up and organized, I'm sure, but just kind of moving it around. Move a thing from this side of the table to that side of the table.
Not quite right. A little bit more.
That's how I remember it.
So he bumps in, kind of shuts the door behind him and sits down at the table across from you.
Well, hello.
Hi. I took the liberty of taking on an award.
I'm sorry, taking on a ward?
That's right. Correct. House Regare.
Oh, like in an official sense.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's something we do quite often. He just gives you a smile.
In a legal sense, first time I've heard of it, but yeah, I suppose.
Oh,
Taking some
so
strays.
we never took on what was the name? Zazie Ashti? Wasn't she a ward of House Rogari at one point?
I didn't know it was official, but like I said, we take in some strays every now and then.
Right. Anyway. Well, we have another.
All right. Okay. So the house is responsible for her conduct. To what are the terms?
He pushes over the sheet of paper. I think most of it's in here.
I'll look at the paper thing, skim through it. What does it appear to contain?
Yeah, basically, you guys are in charge of housing, feeding, clothing, Vea for the time being, and within reason, keeping her out of trouble. I guess the legal limitations of your responsibilities kind of, extend to your ability to take people on as a ward in the future, more so than any other penalties that you may receive if she gets out of hand.
Gotcha. Puts it down, slides it back over to him. Was that your idea?
Kind of. I think it just seemed like the right thing to do.
I suppose. Where's Rad?
It appears he was the one responsible for what Veo is being accused of. Which is very surprising. I mean, a part of me thinks that maybe he just did it so that she would be allowed to leave, and
That's where my mind is, honestly.
I hope so. I hate to think that he murdered several people.
You trust Vea?
Oh, absolutely.
I know. You just need to be careful, okay?
I am. I mean, I know she's a bit rough around the edges, but she has a good heart.
She was actually arrested. She lashed out at the officer a bit. She tell you?
I heard. I assume she probably felt threatened and was trying to defend herself. It seemed I should not have let them in the house the way that I did.
Maybe she would have behaved a little bit if you were in there, but it didn't look like she felt threatened. She seemed a bit amused at the attempt, to be honest.
Well, I can't speak to that. I did not see it.
No, of course not. At Rad's assistance, she acquiesced.
I mean, this is a small room. They came in, they barged in. I'm sure she felt cornered. That's how I would feel.
They did have her surrounded.
If you knew her, you would know she could do far worse if she really wanted to. She's quite a strong young lady.
I believe it.
Surprisingly so. But like in a good way.
I believe it.
So, well, she's here now,
just
and
be mindful. Just be mindful of what she's capable of.
of course. I mean, he thinks for a minute. I mean, you're not worried about it, are you? You seem worried.
I just want you to keep the company of people who have your best interests at heart.
I think if you give Faye the chance to get to know her, you'll understand that she is a very caring and genuine person. She absolutely has the best interests of the people she cares about at heart. Sometimes she may be a bit of a I don't know, provincial from growing up in such a remote area. Some of her values are a bit different than ours, but I think at her core, she's very much very passionate about the people she cares about and her family and their, you know, all of their values.
I'll lean across the table and I'll just ruffle his hair really hard. Oh, she has you charmed, doesn't she?
Maybe a little bit. I think I might have her charmed a bit too.
Well. She's here now. She's out of harm's way, seemingly. Everything's fine.
I think so.
Are you ready to talk about the other events of last night?
He kind of leans back in the chair a little bit, you know, putting his elbow up on the back of the chair and smiles at you. I don't think so. Not quite yet. I think I want to get a bit of an understanding of it. How long have you known?
A long time.
Is this... I mean, obviously. Things are coming back to me. I was so excited before to talk to you about it and get in more information, but I think I need to go back down there tonight. And I just worry because, you know, if Vea's here, do you think that Erin could find a place for her to stay and help her get her things together and maybe get her some clothes and things like that?
That's exactly why Erin's here, don't worry.
Right.
Yes, I think you should take the time that you need to explore this in your own way. I mean, there's only so much I can tell you, and that will just... It's just probably better if you seek it out.
Well, I will. I will give it my full attention.
I know you like the young girl, and sounds like you trust her, but please keep her out of this for a little while.
Well, she's not a part of this.
No, but I'm sure she would want to be.
Well, I mean, I certainly want her to be part of my life. You know, she's my friend. just like, the rest of my friends are. But I certainly won't be sharing, private information with her. Nothing like that. Not yet, anyway. Don't worry. She will be here, and I will figure this out, and I will help her figure her situation out, and it's going to be good for everyone.
Have you seen the way they all look at you when you're painting? You may not have, given.
I'm
how the
usually
experience
looking
can
the
be.
other direction.
Right.
I
They take a keen interest in these dreams that you mentioned. It unsettles me.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, with some of the things they're clearly wrapped up in, I worry about their intentions for you.
Maybe I should ask her some more about that. I think if I really asked her, I think she would tell me what's going on. I mean, if there's anything you think that I should know, you can certainly tell me. Versus me just trying to stumble my way through it and figure it out eventually. I mean, from all the
I'll
people...
be honest with you in that.
Go ahead.
I'll be honest with you in that when I say that. Well, I worry about speaking too harshly about her, lest I push you away, because I know you trust her, you like her. If I were to come out and hourly criticize her and tell you she's a murderer, not that I necessarily think that, or something like that, I wouldn't want it to come between us. I want you to trust me as well.
I certainly do trust you. I trust you more than anyone. Tell you who seems untrustworthy to me, but is intriguing, is the lady. She is absolutely... What was the word used? Charming? She's enchanting. There's something very strange about her. And she told me some things last night, and she showed me this place, and I'm guessing you've been there, and it's kind of amazing. I'm someone
She
special.
is. She truly is. Yeah, you are.
And you knew this the whole time, and you never told me.
Time had to be right.
I suppose I can let that be as it is, right? Anyway, I'm going to go find Erin and have her help Vea get set up, and you stop worrying so much. I can see that look on your face. You just look worried, and there's nothing to worry about.
Sure. All right, run along. I'm sure there's something around here I could tend to.
All right, Steve. Steve?
Did you not just hear me pant like a dog?
No. I
Oh,
did.
okay. I didn't pick it up. It's all right.
Yeah, your computer's too good. All right. So, Steve, you have ridden your awesome Magicycle across town
Damn right I did.
to the Chalice Center.
Mhm.
You make your way through the entrance
Singing Highway to Hell the entire time.
or the danger zone. Highway to the Danger zone. All right, and you make your way up to the Delirander suite in the Chalice Center. Essentially, you guys have your own floor of the Chalice Center because it is owned by the Deliranders, or at least ran by the Deliranders. Zamra lets you in.
Okay. Hello. Yes, I walk in. What's going on? Is everything all right?
Oh yes, everything's fine. Would you mind joining me on the balcony? Edithel is sleeping as usual. And I want to keep
Sure.
him that way.
You're not gonna push me off, are you?
No, that's more of your style, isn't it?
I mean, not to people. I've almost fallen off a few times. Anyway, what's up?
All
What's
right.
going on?
So she, walks you out to the front and sits down on the a bench on the balcony, overlooking the bazaar. So, I've been thinking a lot about everything, and I think I mentioned this to you before, but I really feel like I should take Edithel somewhere safer than here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I, excuse me, and I 100% agree. I think that that would be absolutely wise. And while I would of course miss you and Edithul, but it seems the best course of action.
So, how do we do this?
In regards to what exactly?
I mean,
Exactly.
where do we go? Do I go with my mother? Do I go with our family in Stormhome, or do we find somewhere else entirely different to hide that no one would think of? Lucian, I'm scared. I don't want to leave you, but I just know that things are about to get much harder, and well, like you said, we've discussed this, and it just does not seem. It doesn't seem safe for him. Or for
Listen,
Aurora.
I have my fears as well. And I have had many sleepless nights, thinking of how to get you, Edithul, and Aurora, I guess, to safety. I'll be honest, I haven't really thought about Aurora. I'd forgotten that she is around. That's
no.
mean to say, but
Apparently,
you know how it is.
Yeah.
When it's not your child, you don't think too much about. Anyway, yes.
I'll be leaving Aurora with shit. What's what's the druid's name? I can't remember. Rose, what's your druid's name? I can't remember.
Yulia.
Yulia. I keep wanting to say Julia. Julia. Yeah, with Julia apparently.
Close enough,
Julia.
depending.
Yeah. So, but I mean, from my thoughts initially, I think I should just take them back with Mother. Mother's leaving with she'll be passing through with the people from Zendrick, and I just can go with them.
As long as you can
Not from Zendrick, but
assure.
from the expedition,
No, I know what you're talking about. I mean, as long as you can assure your safety, I personally don't really trust the people from the expedition.
Well, it's not the group from the expedition. I'm sorry. It's the people that are on Mother's crew now. You met them. at the dinner for the
Oh.
expedition. The,
Right. Well,
the
one of
first
them,
mate
one
and-
of them, kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. But,
Who?
the guy.
The the priest?
Sure.
The chaplain?
So maybe
He's always been weird. Don't even know why I'm
is that the one?
Yeah, I'm
I don't
guessing.
remember. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
Yeah. It was the guy. It was the weird, creepy chaplain guy.
Mm.
Sure. He's
yes,
harmless.
Yes. I don't know about that. I mean, I like kind of, read him a little bit, and like I said, he just rubbed me the wrong way. As a matter of fact, Eli and Rocket's like fucking best friend. What's her name?
Oh, Marin.
Yes.
Marin.
Yeah. Yes, even Eli and Marin kind of felt something off about him as well. So yes, I mean I don't know. Like I said, as long as you're safe, as long as you and Erithul are safe, that is really all I care about.
Well, I think we will be. Fine, it's settled then. You, I, and our son will spend the rest of the evening together. And then you can take me to the docks, and I'll be leaving. I think it's shortly after dusk.
All right. Like the docks, like upstairs,
Right.
or
yes.
like the docks.
No, the aerodrome.
Right, of course. All right.
All right. And I want to switch to Aaron, but I think we should do the bio break first, and then we can do Aaron when we get back.
Okay.
Please and thank you. Cool. Are you guys okay with just coming back at like we can do like 15, 20 minutes? I'm gonna let my dogs
Okay.
and shit out and do all that crap.
Yeah,
That
get
works
your
for
shit
me.
out.
Okay.
So what? 9:40, 9:45.
9:45.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. See y'all then.
See you then.
See you then.
Hello.
I'm back.
Oh, shit.
I have a ranch water.
My brain took me to a very dark place when you said that. So,
Like
please
a
explain.
water, like a ranch dressing flavored water.
Yes,
Yeah, that's gross.
that is gross.
When my wife first had brought this in, I was like, "Ooh, ranch water."
Is that what you thought too when you first saw it?
Yup. It's like that's a horrible name for something. It's like ranch potato chips, ranch dressing, ranch water. No, thank you, please.
One of those is not like the others, and I have zero context for any of it.
Yeah, the ranch water is really not. It is Rio Red Grapefruit.
It just make
But why is it
ranch-
called ranch water?
Because it's an
Because
It's
it's
a
from
cheap
the
margarita
ranch.
alternative.
Don't you want to go to
That
the
too.
ranch and get some water? They're 80 calories
they're
a
lucky.
piece.
All right, they're lucky. Relax.
4% alcohol.
uh,
I could drink these all day on the ranch while I'm working.
yeah, it's just tequila, lime juice, and sparkling water.
Is that what's in here? Is tequila?
Well, not in the pre-canned ones. That's probably just like an agave wine.
Agave nectar. Alcohol. One of the ingredients.
Who's back?
Second ingredient.
Welcome back.
Alcohol.
In what?
Oh, that's just an
Vanilla.
ingredient now? Alcohol.
And ranch water, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
What water?
Ranch
water. It apparently tastes like ranch dressing.
Yep. It's water. It's ranch flavored water.
Fucking white people, I swear to God.
It's really not. But even still, the comment still stands.
Yeah, no, it's just a weird fucking name for water or for alcohol, but yes, comment does still stand.
Fucking white people. White people. Which I can talk about white people because I'm a person. Oh, bad joke. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and we're back.
So
Whoa.
DM, Voss Kovanen is definitely going to telepathically, I
Communicate.
don't know, warn Zazie that Kovanen's going to come find her and give her tasks about Vea.
Yeah. There was something Zazie was already on her way to go talk to Vea.
Nice. Well, I suppose then, he may find you after then, because this would have been going on while he was talking to Kavanen and or other things.
Yep.
So as you're approaching Kavanen's room, you hear. Actually, roll perception. Nope, you
That's
don't
a
hear shit.
6.
You don't hear shit.
That tracks. She's trying to keep this big old tray of sweets and coffee and shit like that balanced.
Is it like a tray of all of Vea's favorite things?
Yeah, it is. With a few of like some some random things
To make it
that
more
any person
inconspicuous.
might like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know all the things that you exactly like. They just happen to be on this tray of random things.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so tell me what this tray looks like. You know how I love food descriptions. And which things are her favorite.
Fuck,
So I know. So I know. So I know for her to say, oh,
One of
these
them
are my
was
favorite
One
things.
of them was whipped cream.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was to put in the coffee. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I like whipped cream in my coffee.
Who
I'd put
doesn't?
some
So-
cream on my coffee. That'd be cool.
Yeah. On
Yeah.
in.
So there's
Oh.
there's coffee, there's some creamer,
Mm-hmm.
and the whipped cream so that she could customize the exact amount of creamer she wants in the coffee to herself, to her own
Mm.
specifications.
Whipped cream, creamer, whipped cream. Got it.
Yes. And there's I'd imagine that Miss Crow would always have some form of baked goods in the kitchen.
Oh, duh. She's like
So-
trying to make Lucian fat his entire life. It just never works.
Yeah. So she's got like I'm picturing Miss Crow as like a pie one of those old ladies who makes pie a lot.
I love pie, so I'm on board.
So-
Continue.
Yeah. So I'd imagine at least 2 varieties of pie in the kitchen at all times. So she's got 1 slice of each. Let's go apple pie and pumpkin pie. Why not?
Okay.
And then, the
Okay.
whipped cream can also be used to top the pie. But that's a lot of sweet, so we have to have some salty and savory in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like. I'm trying to think of salty, savory snacks that would make sense in a fantasy-ish setting.
Pretzels, but they're a different shape.
There you go.
Yes.
Twirlsels.
Which
They're
what
shaped.
shape
They're
are they
shaped like
in then?
spirals. They're twirlsels. It's like a spiraled pretzel.
I think we can workshop the name, but sure.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got the
yeah.
weird pretzels. And I feel like there should be some cheese on there in
Oh,
in some form as
definitely.
well. Maybe did your parents ever like cut you up a tray of like slices of ham and then slices of cheese and then Ritz crackers?
Yes, they did. And
Yes, that.
the kids at school had those too. They were called Lunchables.
Well,
The rich kids had the Lunchables.
Whose parents don't care
Yeah.
enough to make things by hand for them.
Bitches.
That was the we got Lunchables at home special.
Nice.
yeah.
The Ritz crackers and sliced ham and cheese are any day. Fuck Lunchables.
Yeah, I kind of give me the homemade shit. Tastes better.
And then we gotta have something random to throw her off the scent. Half an apple and half a pear. Except it's red delicious apple. And everybody knows those are shit.
They're crap.
They are.
And you guys like live in an orchard town, so it's kind of like you bring her that red delicious, she's gonna know that you don't know anything about her, because she likes, I don't know, fucking Cosmic Crisps. You know.
Honey Crisp is the best. Honey Crisp is the best.
Ah, so good.
What kind of pear is it?
Ooh, what kind of pear?
I don't know as much about pears as I know about apples.
Nobody on this planet knows as much about pears as they do about apples. It's okay.
Yeah, I know that the Bradford pear is a tree that exists, but it doesn't actually produce pears and it's invasive and it's bad and smells gross and we should kill them all.
Mm. Yeah, the stinky,
But I don't know
the
anything
stinky
about actual
sumac
pears.
tree.
I don't even eat actual pears.
Yeah.
No, it's it's probably like an Asian pear, one of those big fat round ones
Oh, and they're crunchy.
that are better for cooking. Well, they're better for cooking than they are for like eating raw.
I actually
My
like
opinion.
to peel them and eat them raw like an apple. They're really good.
I've never eaten
Oh,
Asian
we all-
pears,
Yep.
but I prefer the Bartletts. They have the soft yellow skin that isn't like the
Mm.
weird papery stuff like the Concords.
Yeah. Bartletts are one of my
Concords are really-
favorites. Wait till they get super yellow.
Well, it's the I'm looking at a list of pears. It's the Bosque that I don't like because they have papery skin.
Hmm.
You know, like they're woody.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those woody pears. That's like you bite into it and it's like, this tastes like tannins. It's like you're biting into a piece of cork. Gotcha. All right, cool. Plate, door, go. The door is unlocked.
Door is unlocked. Okay. So she'll do the awkward, hold it in 1.5. Hold the plate in 1.5 arms.
Mm.
Hold the platter in 1.5 arms and twist the doorknob, and then pull it out a little bit. Step back, hold the plate in 2 arms, and then pull the rest of the door open with your foot.
Mm-hmm.
That dance.
Yeah,
that
I know
we've all
exactly
done
what you're talking
before.
about. And then you kind of like swing into the room and bring the tray back up into one hand.
Zazie doesn't know enough to hold it with one hand. She's got 2 hands on it at all times.
Yo, my bad. My bad, G. Yeah, you're two-handed.
You're okay.
Then where do you set it down? We walk into the room. You see to the right of you there is the beautiful king-sized, I don't know, double size, queen-size teal bed. There is a dire wolf carpet. There's a small seating area that seats about, 5 people in front of a fireplace. Small writing desk, and then a master bathroom off to the right. And a couple, armoire and, dressing station. Because Kovanen has to get his hair just right before he leaves the room every morning.
If you say so, boss. Yes, she will give Vea as much of a bow as she can while holding the tray. And hello, I saw that you had arrived, and I figured that after everything with last night, you would want you'd want something good to eat.
Oh, thank you. That's so generous. She kind of like eyes the plate. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take all of that.
Great. Where would you like me to put it?
She stands up and walks over to this little table over here and sits down. I guess right here. I don't know. This is my first time really in his room.
This is my first time in this room as well.
All right. Well, do you want to? I mean, that's a lot of food. Do you want to? I don't know. Like sit down and just help me enjoy some of these things.
Sure.
Maybe you can. Man, it's been a crazy couple of days.
I can imagine.
She starts mixing up her coffee from the ingredients here. Everything I need. This is perfect. You can have the apple and the pear. She just kind of laughs.
I think I'll pass on the apple and the pear.
I'm just kidding. I'll share the good stuff with you too. Is this stuff just sitting in the kitchen all the time? Like anytime you just can walk in there? Or did you make this? Did you make this?
Well, The pies were from Miss Crow. She made those.
Oh, she is just divine. She's amazing.
Yes, she has been wonderful to work with.
Yeah.
But the rest of everything was just in the pantry. I just took it out of the pantry and put it on the tray so it looked nice.
Well, you did a great job. She starts kind of breaking the plates up a little bit and mixing and matching and, getting her coffee ready and, making you a plate and handing it over to you. And, all right. I think, wow. This is a lot. I don't mean the food. I mean, the food is just right. But this whole thing. How long have you been working
I
here?
can imagine. Yesterday was my first day.
Oh, wow. Do you love it?
Well, last night was unexpected.
Sure.
I can't say that has ever happened
I am so
in a
sorry
job that I was working at.
that
It was an interesting experience.
Yeah, I don't know what got into me. I normally... Anyway, obviously you have forgiven me and are inviting me to be a guest in your house with all of this delicious food, so let's not ruin our conversation with chat about that, unless of course you want to. But I'd love to your name is Aaron?
Yes. My name is Aaron, and if I remember correctly, you are
Vea.
Vea Shama, right?
That's right. You have a great memory. She's kind of...
Damn, hint, that was wrong. It's Vea Shauna, not M.
Yeah. She kind of like squints her eyes at you. It's an M though, not an N. But close enough.
Yes.
Roll deception.
Oh,
Because
where's the
I did
button? There's
insight
the
you.
button.
For about 16.
4.
Yeah, not great. So she's just kind of like side-eyeing you and smiling, eating, drinking. She starts to blush a little bit. Do you know what? You remind me of someone, and it's crazy. How long have you been here? You said did you work here before? Or do anything here before? Was yesterday your first day coming here?
Yes.
So
Well, I came here. Well, yes, the first day I've been here in a job sense. I have been here before for, the whole job interview process.
Sure. So I had a friend that actually lived here for a while. Did you ever meet her?
I don't think so. I still don't quite know everybody's names.
Sure. I was just saying though, like you just kind of like for a moment there, just for like 1 minute, like you were saying that and you said my name wrong and like it just kind of like clicked. You just reminded me of her. That's all. Anyway, obviously you're not her. She's like kind of like
Yep.
rolls her eyes. Anyway.
Yeah, I've been told that I have a very familiar face. If
I
that
get told
makes
that
sense.
all the time too, which is so strange because I don't look like anyone.
Well, you look like Vea Shauna.
She kind of like glances at you.
Because you are Vea Shauna. I'm sorry.
Just call me Vea.
Okay.
You'll get it. Anyway, this apple pie is amazing. think I could get used to this.
Miss Crow's cooking? Anybody could get used to this. This is amazing.
I'm gonna be like walking around with little food baby all the time, and it's just gonna be bad.
Yeah, well, a lot of what she cooks, it is very sweet, but I've noticed she does put a lot of really healthy ingredients in it as well.
Oh, I'll
So
be
I
healthy.
suppose, I suppose if it wouldn't be too hard to, I
Yeah, you clearly
to
haven't been
gain
here
that.
very. Yeah, you haven't been here very long.
Yeah,
I can tell.
yeah, yeah, and it's my first important job, and I'm sorry, I'm just nervous.
What did you do before?
I worked in my parents' tavern.
Oh my God, where?
It's a small thing in the uh, east side of Fairhaven, just right outside the city.
Well, sometime when you and I are just kind of hanging out like this again, maybe we can go over there. I guess I'm just supposed to stay here. I'm supposed to be resting right now. And Kovanen was going to come back. He had to go talk to the butler. Do you know him? What do you think about him?
Boss,
Mhm.
he's been very kind to me so far. He's a great employer, I think.
I can't wait to I just this is a fantastic place. I can't believe Kovanen has spent his entire life living here. Just like living like this every day. I grew up a lot different than this. A lot different.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. Did you know that they have a like a soaking tub on this floor? It's like a hot tub.
Yes, I've that's something I've been meaning to start deep cleaning
Ooh.
soon.
Well, after you do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let you know when. So
Should
you
I
can
use
use
it
it.
before you do that or after? I have never had the chance to use one before. It's just like he said, it's like made out of wood. It's like
Yeah,
this giant half barrel. Just they fill up with hot water.
yeah, yeah. My worry about using it before I've deep cleaned it is potentially going in to get clean and then coming out grimier than you were earlier.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
Um,
I guess. Well, anyway, when it's good, let me know, and you can join us.
in the tub.
Yeah, it's a big tub. It fits like a lot of people in it. At least like 4 people, like 5 uncomfortably, if you want to squeeze.
With all due respect, I think I'll pass on that.
All right.
I'd rather enjoy the tub all to myself.
Okay, I can understand that. Anyway, she's eating the pie. Listen, don't let me hold you up from the rest of your duties today. I know Kovanen's gonna be back here any time now. She's kind of like finishing up the plate that she's eating. I don't want to outstay my welcome here.
Well, as long as Kovanen wants you here, I think you'll be welcome.
Yeah, but I mean, I just want everybody to be happy, and I want us all to want each other here. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit. This is my first time ever being in a situation like this, and I don't know what it's supposed to be like.
A good night's sleep might help.
Yeah. It's still the morning though.
a good afternoon nap might help.
I guess. Hey, do I introduce myself to the lady, or should I like wait for her to show herself in public? What's the right etiquette there?
I do not know the etiquette for your situation. That would be something I would ask Kovanen.
Okay. All right.
He might introduce you to the lady himself. I'm not sure about that.
Have you ever met her before?
Yes. As part of the, getting the job.
Oh, sure. Okay. You hear a knock at the door. Door opens slightly. Kovanen pokes his head in. Hi. How's everyone doing? Aaron, Vea, what are you two doing in here?
Erin will get up so that she can give him, the curtsy. I thought Vea might want some treats, so I brought her some.
Oh, that's excellent. Vea, do you mind if Aaron and I step out in the hallway for just a moment? No, I don't think so. I guess I'll just be right here. Okay. Aaron, please, follow me. And he steps back outside and holds the door open for you.
Whenever you're done with the plates and such, you can either find me to clean it up, or you can bring it down to the kitchen and leave it there, and I'll get to it. But enjoy.
Aaron, thank you so much. It was
Sure.
a pleasure meeting you. I can't wait to spend time with you again.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well. And then she'll get out to see Kovanen.
He's standing, he's kind of like leaning up against the wall a little bit, arms folded, one foot over the other. Just studiously lounging against the wall. So, how was that? Is she okay?
I don't know if I can make an accurate
Mm-hmm.
assumption because I don't know her.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, it seemed like you
But
two
she seemed okay. She seemed fine.
seemed like the two of you were getting along pretty well.
Is there something you need me to do?
No. Well, yes. Please. I did. Yes. Sorry. I was hoping you could set a room for her, and I don't know what exactly she needs to wear, but get her a dress, get her some clothes. I'm sure that you can figure it out. But just make her feel comfortable here. She's gonna be living here for a while, and I just want her to be, able to have a normal life.
Mm-hmm. I will get one of the rooms set up. Would you want me to put her in one of the guest rooms or one of the larger rooms?
I would say, like one of the private rooms. I know that Lucian and his wife used the one at the end of the hall back there, and I don't foresee them using that one again. I guess the purple room. I guess. I feel like that would be a good room for her.
Okay, I will get that done.
Excellent. Is there anything that I'm missing?
If Vea had, she might have to go back and fetch some of her stuff from her old dwelling place.
Where was that?
I assume she would know.
Oh, right. Well, maybe you and her can go together.
Yeah, yeah, that might be fun.
I just...
Yes, I will.
Right. Thank you. And if there's anything that I can do for you, I just want you to know that I really appreciate your service to us, and I'm so happy to have you here. And Voss says that you're amazing, so I know that you are.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Well, I'm going to go back in here. Does the little
Yeah, she'll
like,
give him a curtsy. And she'll...
as you're walking
Go
down the
do
hall, you hear psst, psst.
What? What?
The lady's
Hello?
door is ajar.
Yes, my lady?
Hurry, Aaron, come in here, please.
Aaron will... Oh, what's going on?
Zaziashte, I spoke with you about this before, and I think it's about time for us to have Aurora back here. Immediately. Things are changing. She needs to return here. Not here, but to the Grove. Maybe you and Voss can get her and bring her to me. Immediately.
Is there not a way for us to take her to the Grove without her needing to enter the house?
Of course, Kovanen can take care of it. I will make sure there's passage.
Okay. I'll let him know. We'll get that taken care of as soon as we can.
Thank you. And I just want to say I appreciate everything you're doing here. I know it's not easy.
I'm just doing what needs to be done.
Excellent. And what needs to be done is Aurora has to be brought to me immediately. So by the end of the night, if not sooner.
I'll go find Voss.
Thank you. He knows where to find me.
And then she'll send Voss a mind message telling
Hey,
him,
you should know
hey,
that Kubanen's going to come up there soon and give you
Oh,
something about
yeah,
Vega. She'll
are
need to
already
be there
taken care
in
of.
case you were- Okay.
come second floor library. We've got things we need to do.
Okay, I'm wasting time downstairs, so I'll just go upstairs and meet you there.
All right, Rose. You
Yes, sir.
walk down the street. You have walked past the entrance. You're reading the addresses as they appear above the doors to the entrance of the church. As you know, it's a massive structure. It's not just a church. You know, it's
Yeah, it's a-
it's a cathedral with many chapels and smaller buildings attached to it. And you find, as you walk around the outside, there's a small garden with a gated entrance, and above the gated entrance has the address that is listed on the Sons of Seabreeze. And there's like a little crest above it that has a similar design to the sigil that was used for the wax. What do you do?
She's gonna nod and is it open wrought iron gate, or is it more of an enclosed gate?
No, it's like a
Can't you see
open.
through it?
Yeah, it's like open wrought iron. There's like ivy and whatnot growing on it. There is a small, tightly fit stone structure in there with like an arched opening like two small, like almost like kill holes that are the windows. And you can see like a flickering flame from inside, like a golden light just kind of like glowing inside.
Well, she's gonna ease through the gate and just kind of, hello, anyone here? As she enters and makes her way past the ivy and other growing things. Now, you said the ivy was growing over the gate. Like, how long has it been since somebody opened this gate? Can she tell?
Oh, great question. Um, roll survival, or nature, or investigation. But depending on what you roll, it'll be, you know.
I'm gonna go with one that isn't a minus. That's a 6. Or a 5, sorry.
You can tell that you're able to open the gate without breaking any plants.
Alright.
So,
Just gonna...
but you're not really sure how fast these plants grow. So maybe, you know, it could have been there today. It could have been there yesterday. It could have been there for a month. Who knows?
She'll make her way around the stonework looking for a door. I guess that isn't the gate.
Yeah, there's a small stone
Entry.
walkway with a like a almost like a bird feeder. No one answers immediately as you walk up, and as you enter, you know, approaches the entrance, you almost have to duck down to get inside.
Reverently, welcome. This still is a place of worship, and she is, even after all of this, still fairly religious. So she's being polite, I guess, is the best way with how she walks in.
Yeah.
Hello.
Um, hello.
Sorry for intruding.
Intruding. Interesting accent. Where are you from?
From the marches, sir.
There's a few pews on either side and a small like dais. A man is like crouched down behind it. He stands up and he has like a long beard, you know, as you would guess. He's like an old guy. He has like a vested robe. He has some like bracers on, almost like leather bracers and tall boots. And under his vested robe, I guess it comes about to his knees. He has like a tunic on underneath of it. It's like a drab, almost like a khaki color. He picks up a tome and he sets it on the dais. What brings you in this evening? I was not expecting any guests.
Either you or one of your associates might have been expecting somebody about around Long Shadows, I think.
Oh,
Is that when we left?
interesting. That is when we typically send out invites for inductions. Indeed. Who was your sponsor?
If where this invitation was found is any indication. Rico, I can't remember his first name as player.
Rococo.
Rococo. Yeah. Master Grimvor.
Oh. Interesting.
So you're one of the sons of Siberis.
I indeed am. I am the steward of this chapel. Grimvor was not exactly a member, but he was a patron, if you will.
patron in his professional capacity or his personal?
Both. I didn't think you could separate one from the other for that man.
Fair point.
So I assume you heard about his death.
She very visibly kind of flinches. You could say that.
Yes. Well, I can see by your reaction it was not easily taken, and I apologize, especially if he was your sponsor. He must have had some care towards you. But did you bring your invitation?
Pull it out of
Pardon me.
whatever pocket she stashed it in, because yes, she did.
As you approach the dais, you give me a perception roll.
Hopefully it's better than... I'll take a 15.
You notice that he's very short. He may even be like he appears to have some sort of like maybe dwarven lineage. He's a little bit thicker and stouter and has some characteristics that you would expect from a dwarf. He approaches, he steps down from the dais. He's much shorter than you. Probably just as nearly as broad as you. Reaches out to take the invitation.
She'll hand it to him. She'll stay a respectful couple of steps back, just so he's not having to crane his neck.
He nods his head when he sees what you're doing. He pulls out a jeweler's loop and begins to read the invitation. Huh. It appears to be legitimate. And you are, of course, Rose Summerborn.
Yeah. I'm sorry it took me a bit to get back to this. We only
Indeed. I
discovered it in his books.
unfortunately, and he seems to notice you for the first time. He reaches out to hand you back the letter.
She'll take it, and she'll probably stash it in like the her bag of tricks
Sure.
among the
But as you go out to reach,
Yes.
he pulls it back, and then with his left hand, gently grabs your hand by the just like almost takes it between two fingers and grabs your hand.
Is there something I can help you with?
He pulls back out the jeweler's loop.
Is he grabbing her left hand with the mark or the right hand?
I mean, whichever hand you pulled out towards him, but he's pulling you towards
That would be
him.
the right.
Yeah, to look at the hand. May I see your other arm?
She just kind of gives a resigned tiny shrug and holds out her left hand.
He
And
like
probably takes her gloves off.
Yeah, I bet say he would probably pull your glove off, or like pull your sleeve back, and he's like, yes, He's like poking, like almost like a doctor, just like poking at your arm, moving the skin around, you're like scraping at it a little bit. Yeah, so
That
that's
tickles, just for the record.
very interesting. When did you come by this?
I think, what was it? It was before Last Long Shadows.
Okay.
Or right around, not the
Sure.
one that just passed, but the one before that.
This makes a lot
before
more
that,
sense. So
Know something about this?
I do. And he reaches down and he pulls back his sleeve, and you see his arm is emblazoned with a gold mark of Siberi's.
Like you couldn't find a damn thing.
On
Yeah, here you are.
a thing of what?
These. She-
Yes. Well, we are a secret society. We don't exactly put out an ad in the normal broadsheets. And as you notice, we don't mark our entrances.
Not. No, you don't.
Rose, pleasure to meet you. We will be having meetings here soon. I must ask, things have been different for us recently. Have you begun to dream yet about past events?
She's gonna really, really look at him. Does he look like the dwarf that she saw in that first vision?
Roll
Like
perception
just some semblance of lineage.
or history, I guess.
It's gonna go. I'd rather use perception.
Okay, go ahead.
No. Oh wait, 19. Yes, that's a natural 19. Phew.
All right. I know you guys hate when I do this, but I want you to roll history again anyway.
Fine. It's a 1. Not a natural one. Just
Right.
a 1.
Just yeah, not a natural one, just a 1. Man, you can't say for certain, but he definitely has a lot of similar characteristics.
It was drug induced that first time, but
Oh, interesting.
only time so far.
Drug induced.
I mean-
Would and only one so far. That's good.
It's
That's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. Listen.
it's been a
after-
crazy few months.
Which one was it?
And she'll describe it. Like this is like the third time she's described it in like 2 days, I
Yeah.
think.
He's nodding his
the-
head along.
The farm. The little girl.
You may have had others before and don't remember them clearly. If you could, for me, start keeping a dream log. When you wake up first thing in the morning or in the middle of the night, write it down immediately. Anything you remember. If you have another one of these such dreams, please come back to me. I will discuss it with you.
I will do so. Nope.
Nope, what?
I'm keeping a question to myself.
All right. Well, Rose Summerborn, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
I would walk you out, but the door is so close. It might seem rude.
Oh no, you're fine. Actually, I do have a relevant question. Am I allowed to talk about this to my friends and companions, or would you rather I just kept my mouth shut?
It's a good question. I would say you can share it with anyone you trust. I mean, it is just a dream after all. And one with a mark, such as yourself, has been chosen for a reason. I would trust your judgment.
Not necessarily talking about the dreams. I'm talking about
Oh,
this,
this
and
location?
she'll kind of-
Absolutely not. No, you can tell no one. Please. I'm sorry. I thought it would be self-explanatory. It's a secret society. Keep us a secret.
Yeah.
Please.
All right then.
Unless for some reason you need to have someone carry your incapacitated body here after your dream to tell me about it, then the only way to make it happen is I don't know. I come up with some scenario. But
I'm pretty sure whoever, if that were to happen, whoever's, she blushes, who's sharing my bed, he'll find that information if he needs to.
young people. Okay. Yes. Well, I Indeed. Well, Rose, have a good evening.
Alright. You too. What? When I meet you next, what should I call you?
Oh. Um. I'll tell you next time.
Oh, Sarah, then I'll look forward to our next meeting. Hopefully I have some information for you.
Hopefully, I'm the one here to greet you next time.
Alright. She'll give a respectful bow and
Oh, and Rose,
walk in. Sir?
at the Mons especially, please do not mention this place.
Given the current environment back there, I'm not even too sure I want to mention any of my dreams.
Not the dreams, this location specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm not mentioning my dreams, I'm certainly not mentioning this place. I'm not liking the feeling I get.
He just smiles knowingly. Good night.
Have a pleasant evening.
You as well.
Bows once more and walks out. Then she'll probably linger past the gate just a little bit in the garden before going to find Captain Black. Catch up with him. If he's in. If he's
I'm
not,
about to
she's
say
not gonna worry about it.
roll an investigation.
God. You're calling on all of my intelligence skills tonight. That's a 1 again.
Yeah, you're not able to find him tonight. But each of you do get a message from Felt asking you to join him at the museum in Doran's office. So if any of you have anything in particular you'd like to take care of over the 4-hour span between noon and afternoon, let me know now. Let's start with Lucian.
Hello.
Hello, puppet.
Hello, Puppet.
So after your date with your wife and son, is there anything in particular you would like to take care of?
Not really. I mean, I think his main concern would really just be to just kind of stick by their side, I mean, this is gonna be the last time for a while that he would be seeing them. Yeah.
Okay. Then I guess let's see, Kovanen.
Well, Voskovanen and Aaron Zuzzy had met back up to discuss the need to fetch Aurora.
Okay,
Mhm.
let's
That was
let's
all.
hop into there. Open scene.
Okay, you
You
told me to
gonna
meet
take
you in the
us-
library. Here I am.
Yeah, well, yeah,
How are you?
okay. So, we need to get Aurora and we need to bring her to the lady.
Okay. Where's Aurora?
She was with Sprocket and Yulia, and we sent them to the Chalice Center.
Oh, we did. Okay. Great.
I don't know where in the Chalice Center they are, but I imagine we can find them pretty easily.
Oh, so she wants Aurora back in the glade, right?
Yes. Yes. I asked her and she said you should be able to take her through with the key.
I'll assume so if it can work with you. It can work with her.
Yeah. I don't know if we can both go in at the same time with you.
I'm not.
It'll be fine. We can cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yes. How are you? If you
Oh, I don't know yet. I don't know. I'll think about it once I'm done doing things. Cause now I've
hold
got
that
to I've
thought.
got to
I'm
clean
getting a
this.
message from Felt.
What? Okay.
Hey. Come to the museum. We're all going to be there tonight.
Roger that. Aaron, Felt says there's a party at the museum tonight.
Party?
That's what he made it sound. Hey, come over.
Oh,
Everyone's gonna be there, man.
I'm too busy for a party.
I can formally relieve you of your maidly duties for the evening to
Oh,
allow
thank
you to
God.
attend Felt's thing.
Thank God. Although the lady does want Aurora back before evening.
Oh, okay. Well, we should
Go do that now?
go do that.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
She will follow him to, I assume, the Magicycle again.
That's his intent. Go to the Magicycle. Go to the Chalice Center. Well, that's his priority. Rather, is to go to the Chalice Center to find Aurora and teleport away with her.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll keep it simple. You guys are able to go to the Chalice Center. The rest of your crew is actually staying there right now. They are staying in Lucian's, I guess Zamra's rooms. Zamra and Lucian aren't there. But you're able to find Aurora and take her to the glade. Zazie, well, I guess I should say Kavanen, you find that Zazi's able to go with you when you go to take Aurora in, if you want to.
Unsurprising. I would expect Aurora to be able to take me in there if she wanted to at this point. I hear she's going very fast. Great. I will. We will deliver Aurora to dear old
Yes.
mother.
Okay. You make your way into the glade, down through the staircase, past the 5, and into her room. It is adorned in spring. She takes Aurora from you if you pass her along.
Of course.
Yeah, Zazie will give her one last little hug and kiss on her little baby forehead. Except that she's not a little baby anymore. She's growing up. Oh no.
I need the two of you to buy me as much time as possible while she's raised.
Oh. Buy you as much time. I mean, all right.
Weeks.
How?
Weeks.
And-
Weeks unnecessary. Months would be better.
Oh, okay. To buy you time before what happens?
So that I have time to take her there and raise her.
Well, what's our deadline?
I mean,
What are we
there's-
trying to?
There's
Yeah, I'm more worried about what event we need to delay.
Well,
That trip to Weirden that we talked about?
think the trip to
Another road.
Weirden. I think the trip to Weirden might help delay things. You know what Vire was working on.
Roughly.
Very vaguely.
Vaguely.
Time before that.
Did he not tell you what he was doing?
I mean, we're fuzzy on the finer details, but we think we have the bigger picture.
Well, how about you tell me what you think he was doing so I can be sure that you have the information necessary and I don't just have to
course.
drop it all on you at once.
Of course. Zazie, you start.
He was he was essentially manipulating individual branches of the overall draconic prophecy, trying to fulfill the conditions to kickstart them, and then have us come in and put a stop to that, with the hopes of doing all of this in order to prevent some greater, bigger evil,
Right.
which I think is the King of Kadath, the Dream King.
Well, I mean, he is.
But that's just a theory.
He's a player for sure, but what he was trying to stop was another if you look in the books, it's called the Age of Demons. But what it really was when all of the overlords broke up the world into territories amongst themselves and battled over borders, and anyone mortal or even less than mortal suffered. If it weren't for the sovereigns, they would still be ruling today. Anyway, it's important for me to take Aurora. She is instrumental. She pulls her tight in the next phases that'll occur.
We'll do our best, of course.
Weeks are necessary, months are better. Kulvanen, you know that, of course, 9 months is about 18 years. We don't need that long.
Right.
But half that long would be fantastic.
Do our best, of course.
Weirden is in flux. They are in the process of doing things to move things forward. And I think you will find that your friend Vea is amenable to certain negotiations. She was very close with Vire.
Yeah, I know.
Kovanen cares a great deal for Vea, it seems.
She's a...
Of course, I'm worried.
She's a powerful young woman with
She has charm. It worked on Red. I suspect it's working on Kovanen.
I think it's incidental. She's a beautiful woman, and it's the nature of her kind. Look at your friend here. She
Wait,
gives Zazie a glance.
hold on. What do you mean by that?
It's the nature of your kind. Maybe some of us just can't help it.
What?
Zazie Ashti, I see
Yes.
you're marked by one of our uncles. I guess so to speak.
Uncles?
The scar.
Ah, yeah.
Just don't forget
Heh.
where you've come from.
I. mm, I am doing
There-
my best.
There's more to you than you know. She kind of like holds the baby and grips your shoulder and leans in and kisses Kovanen on the lips.
What?
Oh,
All right, there, Diddy. Relax.
Rose.
She pulls out a bottle of baby oil, covers the Aurora with it. This is for babies. And grown women.
all right, we'll be leaving.
Anyway, no, she does kiss Kovanen and then takes the baby back through the baby back ribs, out through the back entrance to the room that opens up into basically like open space, the astral sea, where the two of you had met her before. And then you find yourself in the room for the five. And there's no door where the ladies' room used to be.
Huh.
In the glade.
That was interesting.
Kovanen rubs his face with one hand. And he is Kovanen again, not Voss. Oh, it just never ends.
She ran off before I could get answers from her again.
Tell me about it.
Well, do you want to go back out to where we have to do things and be important people and worry about things, or do you want to stay here for a couple minutes?
I don't want to. I don't want to stay here. But let's go
Oh,
upstairs.
yeah.
Let's go upstairs.
Not-
He'll sit down on the bank of the little infinite creek thing. Stare at the water. Waste as much time as he can.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
No, Ash is stuck on Infinite Creek. So, like, if I put a leaf floating in it.
The waterfall comes from nothing. Forever.
Okay, but if I put a leaf floating in it and it falls over the side, after a while, does it come out of the waterfall up top?
Nope. It's gone forever.
My God.
Into oblivion.
Zazie spends her time wondering about this and floating leaves and sticks and various floatable objects down the stream.
What would happen if I floated myself off the end of that?
Probably not anything good.
Why would you just put that there for me to just step off of so easily?
Well,
If I knew the effects would be temporary, I'd try it.
I think she trusts you and the others not to be that stupid. Lucian maybe, but not you guys. Not you. If that makes sense.
Does.
Lucian would have you thrown things off the edge yet here?
Lucian and Kavanen just standing, throwing stuff into the infinite river. Sorry.
No, I haven't. I typically come here to relax or to disassociate.
It is a really pretty place to relax. Oh, now I have even more questions about about how was this made? Like, is this part of a larger plane of existence? Is it its own small thing? Like
Do you think
relegated off the
every
side?
you think she meant every Kovanen finds themselves a Kalashtar?
What?
Is that part of the prophecy?
Um, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how many of us are out there. But with what the with what my quarry with what she showed me, the other quarry, the not good ones have been actively hunting and killing Kalashtar to stop the Ilyana.
I wasn't trying to get that serious with it.
Oh. Sorry.
It's
Well, even if not all Kovanens get their own Zazie, I'm glad we met.
me too. Thank you. I don't know. Sticking around. Coming here, doing this. I need that. Good.
Well, I'm that I'm able to help you after, you've helped me so much.
He smiles at her, kisses her on the face. Camera zooms away.
Smash cut to Vea murdering somebody in an alley. There's blood everywhere. It's gory, it's gross. Yeah.
No, it's actually.
And Rad's there, and he's like, "Hey, everyone, I'm really sorry about this mess. We'll get it taken care of. It's on me."
So, Lucian,
Hello.
you are riding the Magicycle
I'm riding the Magicycle
to your appointment with
to my appointment.
what's his name?
Jonathan.
Felt.
Felt. I have an appointment with Bill.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen?
He sent a message to everybody to tell you to meet him. You did all your shit. Wife is left. Babies are gone. And you see something in the distance, in the middle of the road. Just standing there.
Mm-hmm. I will slow down.
All right.
Music.
All right. It is the Huntress.
Ah.
Hello, Iphany.
Hello, Lucian. I think it's
It
time
has,
we give you a second try.
All right.
She slices the air with her polearm and like cuts a hole in reality, and then gestures for you to pass through.
I will drive through.
All right. She hops on the back of the Magicycle as you drive into the rip in reality.
Mhm.
And that's where we'll end the session.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Good job.
Damn. You're just setting Rose up for tears next session.
I was zoned out. Did Lucian call Iphany by crashing my Magicycle and busting his head?
Yeah, she's dead. He's dead too. She chopped his head off as he drove by. It's like jousting. All right, guys. Well, thanks. It's good to be back.
Hell yeah.
Let's keep it going. I would say this is probably the first like real episode of year 4.
Year 4? Oh, I thought we were still in year 3.
Year 4 starts next month.
The man said year 4.
Right? November? That'll be the beginning of year 4?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All right.
Yep.
I guess it depends on how. Like, are you literally years since we started playing the game?
Well, it'll be 3 years since we started in November.
I'm good. Are we talking about, like, series?
How do you define
Breakdown?
your years? How do
In
you define
general.
your years?
Anyway,
In-
say goodbye to everyone on the internet.